This is John B. Taylor II, Stylist John. Welcome to Beauty School. Today I'm holding up a sewing needle, and this little needle actually helped to change my life. Before I was actually licensed as a stylist, I was going through school at FlatIroning, and I wanted to be really good in the hair industry. So, background story. I started doing hair when I was 9 years old, actually 5. But I actually found out that I really loved doing hair around 9. I was 5 when I used to sit at grandma's table because my grandma used to babysit me and watch my grandmother do her roller sets and Marcel iron curl, my mother, my aunties, and all my cousins hair because I came from a family that had a large family and most of the family were women. And my grandmother had growing hands and she loved to grow plants and she loved to cook. And one of the special moments that I remember growing up was being in the kitchen while my grandmother was cooking, and she would also be doing hair after she got done cooking. So I got Marcel irons. My grandmother had Marcel irons, and she had probably about 3 Marcel irons that she would use with a pressing comb in order to press and curl her hair, my mama hair, my auntie's hair, and all my cousins' hair. Imagine being a house full of people at all times. So I remember being 5, watching my mama get her hair pressed by my grandmother and using a hot comb. And you know, hot combs help get that hair bone straight. Fast forward, I'm 40 years old. I've been to beauty school twice. I love doing hair. I've been doing hair probably since I was 5. And I have a lot of memories of different things that shaped my understanding of hair and my passion for it. So fast forward to this sewing needle. This sewing needle helped change my life. This sewing needle helped me to make a 6-figure income. This sewing needle helped me go from being just a barber into being a full-fledged stylist. Now, I started off doing roller sets and braiding, but this particular sewing needle actually helped boost my income by, I want to say, at least 75%, because a lot of my clients were wearing quick weaves and sew-ins, and sew-ins last longer. Yes, you can wear a sew-in for 6 months. So the very first time I did a sew-in, I had a friend from Texas, and I asked her, I said, hey, I said, I really would like to learn how to do sew-ins. I believe this had to be around 2008. I said, I really want to be good at styling. And I said, can I come and watch you do some sewing? She said, yeah. So I came to the location where she was at. She had 6 clients lined up. They were all there to get sew-ins. She told me exactly what to do. She said, okay, I was her assistant. Her name was Brittany. She said, this is what I want you to do. She said, I want you to take all these sew-ins down, and I'm going to tell you exactly what to do and how to do it. I'm going to show you, and we're going to do all these 5 heads in 5 hours. And I was like, okay. And I started taking down the threads, and she said, can you braid? I said, oh, yeah, I can braid. She said, I'm going to show you this braiding pattern, and when I teach you this braiding pattern, I want you to do all these heads the same way. And I was like, okay. She handed me a sewing needle that was already threaded. She handed me some weaving net to sew it down on after I got done braiding, and she laid down all the wefts on the hair. We made about $2,500 in a 5-hour time frame and did 5 clients because we worked together, and we actually worked together very good. And she paid me very well for my services. So I would like to introduce to you the I Got Inches sewing program. The I Got Inches sewing program was birthed from my transition of being a barber and wanting to transition into being a full-fledged barber stylist, where I can cross, what's the word I want to use, where I can where I can change lanes from being a barber into being a barber stylist, a good barber stylist. I wanted to be able to take care of a wife and children. If I decided to get married, I wanted to be able to take care of a wife and children and have money in the bank and be able to support not only myself but also a family. And being a male hairstylist is challenging because the beauty industry is mainly dominated by women, and women tend to look at men a lot harder whenever they do stuff. So I want to introduce to you the I Got Inches sewing program. It's a 6-month program designed to help grow your hair at least 6 inches in 6 months. So naturally, our hair grows about 1 inch every month. Yes, you can wear a sew-in, and it can last you 6 months.